Morning, girl. Ugh, here and ready to do a little flow with you. What I love is like when you forget you've left clothes and things over at sisters' houses, and she's like, "You forgot this top over there." I'm like, "Yes, I brought this top." With that said, we'll do a little flow for you on this very like cozy Sunday morning. September's coming, girl. It's gonna be so fun. I haven't heard back from any studios yet, but we'll figure that out as more time approaches. You know, everything that I have up on my website. Here's one thing: you put race on your website, and people lose their fucking minds. So, but with that said, that's all right. We'll work through it. But you know, this space of recognizing the things that we hold within us, holding on to our honesty within ourselves, and understanding that if this is a learned behavior, there is ways for us to be able to unlearn all of these things. And so having enough faith and trust in our minds and our hearts and our bodies in order to do that. But understanding that we also have to put in the work in order for that to happen. So with that said, let's just think about that and meditate on that a little bit today, about coming into this new moon, like Lion's Portal 8/8, right? And us thinking about how we work to harness that Leo energy, but understanding that, you know, we'll take it from a mountain lion perspective. Mountain lions are both social and protective of their space, skeptical of us as humans, because I'm sure that they have passed down in communication from one to another, and for us to learn from that. I think I had a really interesting conversation last night with these dudes at a potluck here in the building, and they're like, "Well, you know, I feel like it's just definitely not this, and it's, you know, it's definitely more of a class thing, and it's more," and I was like, "Well, brother, not true," right? So us just like always, you know, reminding ourselves of that space of privilege that we have, speaking as a white-bodied white woman, or white-bodied woman, and understanding the culture of that, and not beating ourselves up for it, but also holding ourselves accountable in space in terms of how we do that. So that said, girl, love you. Grounding down through our sit bones, letting the crown of our head ascend up to the sky. Nice deep inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Again, big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale here. And exhale. Giving gratitude for this practice of yoga, the Black and brown people who created it. Giving gratitude for the indigenous peoples of this land, Salish, Blackfeet, Kootenai tribes. Giving gratitude for our bodies and for ourselves, for showing up in space, for doing the work, for allowing us to be able to feel all of the joy that we have in our lives, and that space of us cultivating even more of it. And if there is a person or persons, place or places that you want to extend a little bit of extra gratitude towards this morning, please take a moment to do so. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and slowly Open up your eyes, nice soft gaze on your face. Take a couple of shoulder shrugs backwards, moving back with one shoulder, maybe with the opposite, maybe moving the shoulders in opposite directions, just to find a little bit of space here. Maybe waving back and forth side to side, moving back and forth through the neck a little bit, so letting there be like a tick-tock motion here. And then moving through Kundalini, so centering down on the sit bones, pulling in on the low belly, and maybe taking it back that opposite way. Pulling in on low belly, pulling up through midline, and then go ahead and bring those hands out to the opposite, the outside of that right thigh. Turn and twist. Breathe into the belly and then exhale. Slowly come back through that opposite side. Hands ground and plant. Pull up through the chest. Press and twist. Slowly let yourself come back down to midline. Inhale, arms come high. Cross the arms. Exhale. Hands come down to side. Inhale. Cross the arms that opposite way. Hands come down to side. Inhale. Cross your arms, press and pull. One more time. Inhale. Cross the arms, press. Hands come to knees. Pull the chest and the heart forward. Exhale. Pull and peel round in on yourself here. Chin tucks into chest. Inhale, chest pulls forward again. Exhale, round back. Two more. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, pull back. Take the feet out wide to the edges of the mat. Take the arms up underneath. You can see if you can wrap your arms around to grab onto the front part of your shins. Pull up nice and tall. Big inhale here. Exhale, lean forward. Pull in on the low belly. Trying to keep the feet cemented, and then exhale, you can release and pull back. Inhale. See if you can pull and reach, pull up through the chest. A little bit of compression on the arms. Exhale, release. Pull back. One more time, inhale up. Exhale. Release and pull back. Go ahead and come all the way down onto the back. Flex the toes back towards the face. Your foot out of the way. Stretch to the arms. I don't know about you, girl, but I have been having the most vivid, odd dreams. Hands can reach back behind you and also sleeping like garbage. But that's okay. I also stayed up late watching the new season of All American. I'm such a sucker for those stupid teenage football shows still. Anyway, roll the shoulders down the back, all the drama. Hold on to the couch above you. Engage your glutes and lift. If you don't have a couch, you can just have the hands back behind and then pull down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull. We go for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Put a bend in the knees. Arms come around the front part of the shins. Pull the knees up into the chest. Rock back and forth side to side on the low back. Maybe come all the way over into fetal on one side. Drop through center line. Come all the way over to fetal on the opposite. Inhale, back to center. Hands come back behind the knees. Rock and roll on the spine. That's always good when your back cracks like that. Hold yourself here in boat. Maybe extend through the legs. Pull up through the chest. Pull it on the low belly. You can keep your hands here. You can take your hands here. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the feet. Press in right next to your hips. And see if you can press your seat up as you kick your legs back and come into a tabletop. Feet are flat to the mat, knees underneath hips. Move through the hips a little bit just to figure out where you're at. Maybe popping some things back into place. All right, nice deep inhale. Engage your low belly and inhale, pull yourself into your cow, low belly drops. Exhale, squeeze and press, come up into cat. 2 more, inhale. Chest rises, exhale. Press and pull, 1 more, inhale. Chest comes high, exhale, flip the toes, press the hips high, come into your down dog. Pedal out through the feet. Hold here. I've been doing this fun little game to test the balance in class. So come into your 3-legged dog, left leg comes back behind you. Pull down through your left heel and press into your right palm. And see if you can take that right hand back to grab onto the back side of the thigh or the calf. Maybe it's a quick touch. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Give it another try. Big inhale. So strong line of diagonal energy, engage your low belly. And then go ahead and spot that left thumb. Step your left foot up to your left hand. Press back through that right knee and heel. Drop down to the top of the foot. Inhale. Arms sweep high. Pull forward here. So really lengthen through the front part of your hip flexor and through the front part of your quad. Big inhale. If you want to come into more of a back bend here, you can. Arms can always stay high. You can tent the arms to the side. Exhale. Come down and over the top of that thigh. Flip the toes, step the foot back. Big inhale. See it. Soft gaze. Be on the front part of the mat. Press back through the heels. Shift forward. You lower and lift. Tops of the feet can come flat to the mat, or you can have the toes tucked and then roll over the toes if they're flat and step back into your down dog. Nice deep inhale. Same thing. Press into that right palm. Take that left leg back behind you. Strong line of diagonal energy here. See if you can play around with that touch of the back part of the thigh. Or, oops, that's the wrong hand. I did the wrong fucking hand. Girl, same thing on that opposite side. There we go. Nice deep inhale. Press into that right palm. See if you can come back to touch with that left hand, back part of that left quad or thigh. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, spot that right thumb. Step your right foot up to meet your right hand. Drop your left toes back, drop down to the knee, toes flip flat. Check in with your hips, right? You can always manually pull down and roll back through the hip. Try to keep your hips in a nice straight line. Big inhale here. Arms come high. Engage your low belly. Maybe you tent the arms, pulling up through the chest. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. 1 more time, big inhale here. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, flip the toes, step the feet back, plank, soft gaze beyond the face, shift forward. You lower and lift, big inhale. Exhale, take the knees wide. Child's pull forward. Baby cobra. Send the hips back. Pull forward. Baby cobra. Send the hips back. 1 more time, inhale. Pull forward. Send the hips back. Shift back and forth, side to side. Maybe put a little bit of movement through the shoulders. Take a thread the needle from child's pose here. So your knees are back here. Hand can extend beyond the face. Left hand comes up to the sky. You thread it under. Nice deep inhale. So still pulling back through the hips. Engaging the low belly. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 1 more time, big inhale here. Exhale, go ahead and slowly release. Sweep that arm high. Same thing on that second side. Left hand extends just beyond the face. Right hand comes up to the sky, big inhale. Exhale. Come down onto that shoulder. You can use that hand as a pillow. Pull back through the tops of the hips. Create some space. Pull in on your low belly to create some extra compression and to protect your low back. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale here. Exhale, slowly release. Swing that hand high. Hands come back out in front. Shift and pull yourself forward all the way down onto your bust line. Tops of the feet come flat to the mat. Roll back through the shoulder blades. Elbows in close to the side body. Maybe lift one foot and then the other. Lengthening the legs out of the hips and then inhale. You pull the chest high. Big inhale here. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. For 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Take the hands out to the sides. Tent the fingertips. Inhale, we lift. Drop down through that left shoulder and look out past the right. Inhale, high. Exhale, drop. Inhale, high. Exhale, drop. Inhale, high. Exhale, drop. Inhale, chin is out on the mat. Bring the soles or the heels to the glutes. Hands can come around to grab onto the outside of the feet. Pinky fingers are in alignment with the toe cleavage. On the next inhale, you kick up into the hands. The lift comes from the kick here. So think about coming onto the soft part of the belly and see if you can see your toes over your head. Big inhale. Use your breath to massage your belly. It's not comfortable. Exhale. One more time. Big inhale, kick. Exhale, release. Slowly, hands come down to the sides. Take a cheek. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale, hands come next to the bust line. Press to the palms. Slowly walk the hands back to the shins and come down onto your seat. Nice deep inhale. Toes out in front of you. Move your sit bones back and forth, side to side. Arms come high. And then exhale. Come down and over the tops of the thighs. Grab for the outsides of the feet. Pull forward with the chest. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time. Big inhale. Pull forward. Exhale. Walk the hands up the shins. Scoot your seat forward. Come all the way down into your back. Coming into your Shavasana. Palms face up to the sky. Palms open. So you're on your back, coming back into your breath. So consistently kind of coming back into this space of and kind of going back and forth through braiding sweetgrass and looking at just like the start of the conversation of the worlds, right? And how they bring it back to a space of sky woman falling in Ojibwe culture. And I'm just going to read a little piece out of this. So the Sky Woman story, shared by the original peoples throughout the Great Lakes, is a constant star in the constellations of teaching we call the original instructions. These are not instructions like commandments, though, or rules. Rather, they are like a compass. They provide an orientation, but not a map. The work of living is creating that map for yourself. How to follow the original instructions will be different for each of us and different for every era. And so coming back to that space of there are these roadmaps and understanding that we don't have necessarily this book of life that tells us how to do these things. And that things are going to change differently based on generation and based on the time-space reality that we're in. But understanding, and I think yoga is a lot like that too, right? But I think it comes back to this space of us being able to use the space of a moral compass as a guide in terms of how we hold ourselves accountable for things that have happened, and how we move forward with that same level of accountability and awareness for ourselves and for the people within our lives. So Jane, I hope that you enjoy this lovely kind of, I'm like, it's kind of fallish, and I don't want to go there yet because it's only August. But there's something about fall that I just love. So, but I hope that you enjoy this day. Looking forward to our fall trip. I will continue to rev that up. And we'll be on the road together. Can't say that I'm not going to make us get out of the car and do yoga flow together. But with that said, the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine goddess in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine goddess in you. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will talk with you very soon. Go in peace and serve love always. Thanks so much, honey bunny. I've also been big on saying honey bunny lately because I think it's cute. All right, bye.